pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And
we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 82 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. The Seahawks in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Throwing, Jones. Throw right side complete to Dotson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding way.
Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Watson, off play action. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Watson looks to throw again. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 57 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Watson's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he'll be hauled down at the 30-yard line.
Passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Watson's throw complete here to Kmet. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks 8-yard line.
Barkley, inside handoff. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Touchdown, Rams. Run here more. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hold as he's brought down at the 11.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now a point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Deshaun Watson and the offense back onto the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
Now Watson. To Barkley on the check down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Watson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Escaping the pressure right.
A check down here for Henry.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off play action. Jones. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Third and goal. This LA Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Henry again. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The big back, Derrick Henry, held out of the end zone. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
And they will take over 1st and 10. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember,
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones
over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Going right back to Dotson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there. 3rd down. Roll your kid out. Hope you get your receiver now coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Traquan Smith, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The
Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete to Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Jones now on first down.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Running from the gun with Henry, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up first down. Here's Watson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, it's Watson.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Again, it's Watson.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Watson on first down.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
Watson's pass complete to Saquon Barkley. No gain on that play. Brings up 2nd.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Watson.
And again, back to Kmet. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
To the air yet again, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson
over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing, Jones. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. To throw again on second down. Jones.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Henry up the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Jones on 3rd down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That third down conversion good for 23. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, 37 yards. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Up the middle with Barkley. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Watson.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
That's on the guard, David Edwards.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Now Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they picked up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Watson down to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a give to Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to make it a 2-score game. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. From the 29, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Able to connect with Dotson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap. to stay inbounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Back to throw again.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st down, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. He is going to find Hill here.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Here's Watson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Watson. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 13. At time, a huge factor. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. They set up the screen for Henry.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. To throw is Jones.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Watson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now Jones.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Jones. To the sideline. He's got the catch. And he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Jones.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Jones.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So the LA Rams with a victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Los Angeles, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
in the way of being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitated. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag. Young Chris, a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior.